person you and me. All right. Okay. All right. Can anybody hear me? If anybody can hear me, please respond if you can hear me. Sorry, just a little bit of a mic test here. Nothing much, nothing special. Ladies and gentlemen of Twitch, ladies and gentlemen of Twitch in the 21st century. This is Crown Prince Sadhana A. Zola, broadcasting from 1 million years into the future. Alright, so, this is just... it's nothing special for today, for this debut, because my actual debut was, last Monday, and it was on, YouTube. This, however, is my Twitch debut, so... For this, stream, nothing special, just a regular chat, or if you have any questions for me to ask, please say so. Please, if you have any questions, or if you want to talk, if you want to chat with me, please do so in the chat. So, oh hey, we got some viewers. For those of you who are coming, thank you guys for coming. Now, feel free to talk or ask away. Your prince is waiting. All right, so prince is waiting. Tick tock, tick tock. Don't keep me waiting, you all. I'll wait. I'll play the winning game for once. Alright, so... If anything, Alright, so if anything, let's see, so... If any of you guys want to... Like I said, if any of you guys want to ask me questions, or if you want to talk... If you want to just chat, I'm right here. And I don't know for some reason, but because I'm using what is known as Streamlabs OBS, and in case you're wondering about streaming software in 1 million years in the future, it's radically expanded on. Like it's advanced throughout millennia and all. So, but with advancing technology, you have the option of, you know, choosing to downgrade. So I'm using what is known as one of the 21st century older versions of Streamlabs OBS, and for some reason, I'm also multi-streaming. I'm also multi-streaming right now, so it's not just it's not only YouTube. It's not only just Twitch, but also on YouTube. So I don't know why, and I do apologize for the misleading titles for our YouTube viewers. I apologize for both the YouTube viewers and also for our Twitch viewers. I apologize for the misleading titles. I really do apologize for the misleading titles. Really, I am. So, not expecting forgiveness. I just want you all to understand. Yep, so, alright, so anyways, once again, guys, don't keep me waiting. Yep. Don't keep me waiting, guys. Alright, so if you guys are once again, we're already like 5 minutes into the we're already like 5 minutes, and already like 5 minutes, so there's really nothing much. Let's see, what else to talk about? I don't know why, I'm just spitballing here. Okay, let's see, if anything, it's kind of quiet and lonely. It's quiet. Too quiet. Where is everyone? Right, I'll just wait a little while until there's someone who is ready to talk to us. Talk to me, I mean. Soon we will put my excellent plan to action. All we have to do is wait until they are deep in their sleep. Ah. That was just my King Julian impression. Don't ask me why. Yeah, don't ask me why. So, nothing special. Alright, so let's see. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. If you have some questions for me to answer or you just want to talk, feel free to do so. I'm still waiting, so go on. I'm still waiting, so keep me waiting. I'm still waiting, so if anybody, I can still keep this going on for a while now, so don't know what to do. Still don't know what to do right now, so okay, so let's see. What else should I talk about? If you guys are like, you know, interested in the future or anything of where I'm from, yeah, so if any of you guys are interested, so let me know. Once again, guys, I do apologize for the misleading titles. I mean, I don't know why, I don't know why it just did that. I don't know why I just did. I don't know why I started the stream with the misleading titles. I don't know why. Right, I'm still waiting. I can, let's see if I can think of something about the future while I'm at it. About where I'm from. Let's see, which will it be? So I know it's not too impressive. So sorry about the misleading title, guys. Let's see, what else can I think of? Let's see, what else I could think of? About the future where I am. So I think it's fully established before that in where I'm from in the future. I think it's fully established that from where I am in the future is that in the future, let's just say that space exploration has expanded, like Star Wars, like space exploration. There's already planets have been discovered. There's lots of new planets, new technologies are being discovered, new civilizations. Actually, no new civilization, actually. Because for some reason we have, while humanity has explored the loads of planets, they have yet to find any civilizations or intelligent life forms. All these planets they could find are basically habitable planets. Most of them are habitable. Like there's breathable planets which are inhabited. So, but the only problem here is that there's no other life forms on those planets except for small microbes and organisms that live within the planet's surface or the oceans or anywhere else in general. So unfortunately, no aliens were discovered even after so many years. No aliens have been discovered. However, there is, however, one thing to keep us motivated to find intelligent life. So because we were unable to find intelligent life forms. However, that didn't stop us for creating our own. So because of this, we ended up creating our own alien civilizations. So these aliens, they're not actually aliens, because what we created is more constituted to as like biomechanical creatures or something. They're more like biomechanical creatures instead of actual aliens from other life. Because we actually because humanity, I wouldn't say we because I wasn't involved, but humanity in general has actually created these biomechanical creatures that resemble aliens. So these biomechanical creatures can look like, you know, organisms. So they look like let's see, like organic aliens, like fully organic aliens. Some organic, fully organic, some partly organic, part mechanical, part organic, like cyborg, like, you know, like cyborgs and stuff. There could be non-humanoid life forms, non-humanoid machines, so on and so forth. These biomechanical creatures are the ones that fill in the void of us talking to human life. And if those who were born in this world would be born realizing that we have been living with them for years. That's partly true, but humanity has been living by itself for ever since its creation, and it's not until space exploration that they were able to expand, as well as be able to expand and discover new technology. Wait, you're asking me if this is an Illuminati exposed stream? Nah, I'm sorry, this is not sorry, in case you're wondering, sorry, no Illuminati exposed stream. So I apologize. No, not apologize. It's not an Illuminati exposed stream. So anyway, where was I? So where I am from the future, as I was saying, we have yet to discover alien life forms, true alien life forms. Instead, we have biomechanical creatures that we created, that humanity has created. I mean, I don't know why I said that, but unfortunately, the humanity may have created these aliens. Unfortunately, they're not actual aliens, but like I said, why didn't you ask me before? Why didn't you ask me before that in the future? No, it's not not an Illuminati exposed stream. It's not Illuminati exposed, but in case you're wondering, for some reason, Illuminati did, however, survive. Oh, thank you for coming here, Uruchi Fire. Thank you for coming. So, as to answer your question, I'm afraid that, well, let's just say that the Illuminati does, unfortunately, it does exist where I am, but what's fortunate is that it's apparently in smaller numbers, so it's not like it's big or anything. So not that I know of anything, not that I know of anybody who is a part of the Illuminati. But it does exist in the near future. So yeah, if you wanted to ask me questions about where I'm from or where I'm in the future, feel free to do so. But anyways, as I was saying about the biomechanical creatures, so of course, people who are born in the future, people who are born would grow up realizing that these biomechanical creatures have been with us for like so much millennia, so many thousands and thousands of years. But their creation, these biomechanical creations were created at the start of, I believe it was. I'm not familiar with the history or anything, but let's just say that it happened at the start of the 31st century. Although I might be wrong about that, but in the 31st century, like I think around 1,000 years from now, 1,000 years from the 21st century. I mean, technically that is how it works. So a millennia is millennia. No. Sorry, millennia is every thousands of years. So technically, I'm not wrong about that, but my history, the humanities history, my knowledge of human history is a bit fuzzy at the moment. But it's not too bad considering on how far it has gone, how far it thrived. So the thing about the biomechanical creatures here is that they're supposed to fill in the void of us discovering alien life forms. There are a huge variety of them, and they fill in the void, but it won't be long before we would eventually discover alien life forms. Some are saying that there is no such. Some people are saying that there's no such thing as aliens, and that humanity has gone on a wild goose chase just to find life forms that don't even exist. Others, on the other hand, are saying that the aliens are hiding from us because of a variety of reasons. A, because they're afraid to contact humans, or B, they view humans as lower life forms. But and in case you're wondering about my species, I may look like human on the outside. I'm actually a Titan. The humans would somehow refer to us as winged humans. I'll show you guys. See? So as you can see, so I'm technically a Titan because I'm basically a Titan. So I look like human. I mean, all Titans look human, but all Titans look human. But some notable differences. So one of the differences is that we have these wings. Sorry, my wings get a little bit too jittery whenever I feel excited or okay. So you're asking me if does that mean like from Titan the moon? No, not one of the no, that's actually a common misconception that humans believe that the Titans that they were actually conceived on the moon Titan. I believe the Titan is one of Jupiter's moons. If I'm not mistaken, Titan is one of Jupiter. Oh yeah, Saturn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, it's a little bit hazy because it's been a while since I last learned about that, and that was a really long time ago, like 100 years, a long time ago. So yeah, Titans are immortal, by the way. So yeah, one of the moons of Saturn. So it's a common misconception that Titans are live and were conceived on one of the moons of Saturn, on Titan, one of the moons of Saturn. I regret to inform you guys that is nothing more than just a massive. It's just a common misconception that the humans made up to because the humans don't know about where the Titans originate from. The Titans, they do not know how the Titans were originated from. Although me as a Titan myself, I'm not so sure about that, but when I asked my fellow Titans, All they could tell me is that Titans have existed since the start of the Big Bang, when the universe was created, at the start of the Big Bang. But all information about the Titans' past are, for some reason, kept classified. They're secret for unknown reasons. I don't know why. I don't even know why. Even with my omniscient ability, you know, the ability to know everything and anything, I'm afraid there's no way I can know about that. So you're asking me if that is that moon a conspiracy? So what are you, Orochi? A conspiracy theorist? A conspiracy theorist? I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but wait, maybe. Oh my god. You could be. You could be. Okay, so as for your question, is that moon a conspiracy? It depends on the person. So it depends on the person. So we Titans it actually depends on the person. So if it's a conspiracy, it depends on the person of the human race. So see, humans tend to have wild and vivid imaginations. And we as Titans highly respect that because it falls under the line of creativity. And so, like I said, so unfortunately, we Titans are not from the future. We Titans are not from. We do not originate from the Titan, Saturn's moon, one of Saturn's moons. We originated to. I believe our origins tie back to the Big Bang, but I'm afraid I don't know anything else beyond this point. So, for some reason, our past is kept secret. Yeah. So anyways, about Titans, like I mentioned before, we Titans have been watching over humans for thousands and thousands of years. Since the development of humans, we have watched humans ever since Earth was formed, and how life was formed. So yeah, we have observed life throughout many years throughout Earth's formation. From the growings of smaller microbes to larger and more intelligent life forms. We even observed the dinosaurs and how life was like for the dinosaurs. Then the extinction event came, and newer forms of life were formed, and eventually the great apes came, and then sooner or later the apes learned how to walk on two legs and had become more intelligent, become more smart. Language is developed, culture is formed, laws were built, society. We have been Titans have been watching over humans for thousands and many of years, and we have been observing them silently from afar. And for some cases, I even heard that some Titans even secretly live amongst the humans. And of course, eventually they were able to form relations with humans, like lovable relations with them. Like they could start families, they could have kids, do jobs, and yes, they could do that while maintaining their cover as humans and trying to hide their true identities as Titans from them. They'll go for great lengths to they will go great lengths to prevent others from knowing about their true identities. But they'll do that with surprisingly non-violent means. By doing that with violent means, it would just be too dangerous and be too risky. Because they also know that humans are also, in some cases, can be considered to be warfarers. So they try to avoid as much conflict as they can, and to try to prevent, hysteria and madness, because they don't want because they don't like it when humans fight amongst themselves. Now, speaking of Titans' involvement in human wars, Titans do not get involved in wars or anything else unless they don't get involved in human involvement unless if human wars or conflicts or small time crime, unless if it's unless if it's related, unless if humanity is threatened with extinction. Unless if humanity is threatened with extinction, they do not get involved in any other any human affairs. So, like, they have witnessed loads of wars in the Middle Ages. They even witnessed the Revolutionary War in the Americas. They even witnessed World Wars 1 and 2. But they refuse to get involved unless if humanity is threatened with extinction. Unless if humanity is threatened with extinction. So we kept our... So us Titans have been kept secret, are basically a secret race that has been watching for humans over the years. So the Titans' objective is to not only oversee but to protect humanity as well, because they see that humanity will one day see their errors and will be redeemed for that. So I mean, there has been some rumored notion that that Titans are human lovers. That Titans are human lovers. That they love humanity. That's actually not. That's actually somewhat true. It's not entirely the whole truth, because if it were the whole truth, then it would be considered to be known as favoritism. Because they'll basically be liking humans for favoritism instead of just loving humans for what they are, and not something to favor over. It's not just something to favor over. It's just something that they like about humanity, and the fact that that they do love humanity, even if they love humans, and even certain Titans that live amongst humans and loving them. I mean, it's no surprise, but so yeah, so something like that. Now, in case you're wondering, I could tell you. Now, in case you guys are wondering, I am aware of the knowledge of the events that happened in the 21st century, but I can't tell you guys that because technically, because you all are living in the 21st century and are currently living in the early years of the 21st century, like I'm broadcasting right now to the specific year of 2020, and we're nearing the end of 2020 and nearing 2021, so I'm afraid I can't tell you what's going to happen next. Because I may have the knowledge, but I may have the knowledge, but I don't. I may have the knowledge, but I'm afraid if I if I just blab it all out, it'll be counting as spoilers for you guys. And besides, I don't think you guys will be able to handle what I'm about to say from the future. What I'm about to say, what's going to happen in your future. So I'm afraid you can't. So I'm afraid that's not the case here. So if I just tell you what's gonna happen, like a few months from now, where you are, like few months from now, I'm afraid that'll be counting as spoilers, and it'll just. I mean, I don't want to mess with the natural order of things. If I do mess with the natural order, I'm afraid reality will crumble. So I'm not going to do that. So sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, so once again, if you have any more questions or just want to talk, please feel free to do so. So I'm waiting. So there's no reason for you guys to keep. Jeez, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying, so I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, I ended up multi-streaming to both Twitch as well as on Doing. Oh, oh. Thank you, Orochi. And, oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. You like my backdrop? My backdrop? Yeah, it's a backdrop of Earth. So, yeah, I mean, it's basically the planet where humans originated from. So, I have this because I have this backdrop because I like. I have this backdrop because because Earth looks cool. Oh, and speaking of Earth, where in 1 million years into the future, let's just say that Earth continues to survive. Yeah, Earth is still there, even 1 million years into the future. And don't worry, it's nothing too serious. Earth is fine. There's nothing bad has happened to Earth. Let's just say that because humanity has expanded, because humanity has expanded, let's see, because humanity has expanded a lot to a lot of planets, various solar systems throughout the Milky Way galaxy, and even the Andromeda galaxy. By expanding themselves into other planets, solar systems, and galaxies, there's actually not a lot of humans living on Earth now. So, what would seem like around 7 or 7.5 billion humans, but seem to be like billions of humans that were living on Earth as of the 21st century. In the 21st century, now it's nothing more than a few. Now it's nothing more than just a million, like around a million humans have been living on Earth. In 1 million years to the future, because there's not a lot of humanity, because a lot of humanity has been living in other planets, colonies, solar systems, and galaxies. There's really not a lot of humans living on planet Earth in where I am, and so it's just only a mere millions. There's not a lot of people going around, not a lot of businesses. People still continue to strive on the planet, new technologies and whatnot. So there's really nothing much I can explain about planet Earth, except that not many people explore planet Earth. Not many people return. Not many humans return to planet Earth. So I'm afraid it's nothing much. But hey, at least I can tell you about several countries that continue to strive. All the countries of planet Earth continue to strive, but there is some few exceptions though. So America remains stagnant. There's nothing much. The same can be said for Russia though. However, relations between US and Russia, however, have become a lot more lenient than it was in the 21st century. So they both sides are willing to let bygones be bygones. Let's see, other countries like let's see, India has finally figured out. India is now become one of the leading superpowers in one of Earth's superpowers. Speaking of Earth's superpowers, USA and Russia continue to be this, and China continue to be the thriving superpowers. But the new superpowers are India, Japan, the Middle East, and even Australia, and also Iceland. So, yeah, not much to say about planet Earth, except there's not a lot of people living on planet Earth, just a few million people. But hey, now that people get to explore Earth thanks to new teleportation technology, they still have airports and launch pads for space exploration, though, out of all habits. And despite the fact that we're in 1 million years, Earth technology is basically a mix of future technology and the old relics of the 21st century technology. Yeah, they really don't want to let go of the stuff they have built throughout the 21st century, and they prefer to keep it that way. So, there you have it of Earth. There's nothing much new in the solar system in where Earth is, except that well, many people have been living on Mars. Yes, Mars has been successfully terraformed for humans to inhabit, and apparently humans are living really comfortable lives on Mars. And yes, the population has increased from 1 million to a billion in on Mars. So so yeah, people have been living lots of comfortable lives on Mars. As for other planets in the solar system, yeah, so Mercury has Mercury, the nearest planet next to the sun, has gotten extremely warm now. The same can be said for Venus as well. Although humans have been trying to terraform Venus, it's still a bit of a problem because they have to endure the storms. It's not just the heat they have to endure; it's also the dangerous storms they have to endure. The storms could be the death of them, you know. So, yeah. So there you have it from my future. If you have any questions about yours truly, about me, the Crown Prince, the royal family, and all, I'll do my best to answer. Ah, I see. I see. I see you're really interested about where I am 1 million years into the future. Because, yeah. So here's the thing. Like I mentioned before, a lot has developed throughout throughout millions of years into the future. A lot has developed. Everything has developed. So things like economics, entertainment, education, exploration, everything where I'm from, it has expanded. There's a lot where I'm from. So yeah, I could explain a lot, but the last thing I need is unexpectedly giving you guys one hell of a headache. But yes, so, and if you're wondering why I'm multi-streaming from the future, is well, we have this new technology that allows us to communicate with folks from the various centuries, from the past centuries. And I choose to do the 21st century because it's the century where humanity gets a whole lot, loads of development in terms of technology, how they interact with each other, how they handle conflicts and situations. And like, for example, you guys are busy with the COVID-19 situation, and I just want to wish you guys to stay safe, keep well, and be happy. So, anyways, for you guys living in the 21st century, so I like it. I like how that you guys have a lot of development, a lot of let's see, promise, a lot of promise. Whew. So there's really not much I can go on here, but for you guys sticking with me, thank you guys. I appreciate it a lot. And also, yeah, I was also wondering, but because I'm from the future, I also wish to collaborate with 21st century VTubers. I am aware that VTubers have existed since the early years of since the later years of the 2010s, of the early years of the 21st century. And I have a feeling that the VTubers would become, as speaking of streaming in the future, like doing video game streams and all, it has become now a norm now. No, there's nobody filming themselves now. They're just doing it behind their avatars, because doing it behind their avatars and developing their own personality and niches, it helps keep them safe. So now it's become a norm instead of the usual streaming, like you film yourselves and all. I mean, filming yourselves without your avatars, it's now become more of a rare situation. It's not it's no longer common now. So there you have it. But so yeah, so is there, and so you're asking me if there's anything we need to know about the biomechanical nemesis. What kind of content are you here to share with us in the past? So hold on, what do you mean about a biomechanical nemesis? What you mean those biomechanical creatures? What else is there to know? So these biomechanical creatures, let's just say that the humans have created them to fill in the void that they want. That's a lot of humans believe that that they are not alone in the universe, but unfortunately, throughout their years and millennia of expansion and exploring galaxies, so far they were unable to find the alien life forms. And like I mentioned before, some humans humanity is someone believes that that the aliens are either scared to make contact with us, or they're hiding from us, or that they refuse to contact us. No, why am I saying us? They refuse to contact humans. They're scared of them, or they're hiding from them, or they just refuse to communicate with them because they think that they are still a less intelligent race, a lesser beings. But the fact of I don't know what you mean by biomechanical nemesis. So in case you're wondering, there are a lot. So there are. Oh, so you're asking me if there are a lot of violent biomechanical creatures, the BMCs. Let's just say that there were certain revolts, revolutions, and uprisings by the various BMC species, and so they have and of those planets, and they have left humanity. They're no longer willing to be their slaves. They're no longer willing to be slaves. They're no longer willing to be They're no longer willing to be slaves. They're no longer willing to be indebted to humans. Yeah. No, it's okay. I myself don't know why I keep repeating these things. Maybe it's just me. So I have told you. So there's not much to talk about violent BMCs, but they weren't usually violent to begin with. Some BMCs were created by humans as a means to expand their military forces. However, some were huge successes, others were failures, and either they were disposed or they revolted and escaped and led on to lead their lives by themselves. And apparently, 1 million years in the future, humanity and BMC's relationships remain stagnant at the moment. There's no violence. There's no violence amongst them. There's no bitter hatred amongst them. It has already been quelled with loads and loads of years past. So there's really not much conflict between both of them. In fact, there have been loads of attempts to reestablish relations with them. Communication is one thing, but relations is another. And so, with humanity believing that there will always be a chance for all life forms to work together as one. I mean, humanity still carries on that hope. I mean, there are cases that humanity would once engineer conflicts again just because they love the feeling of battle and war, and that's really disappointing. As for your second question, Orochi, the kind of content I'm here to share. Wait, what kind of content are you here to share with us in the past? So the content I want to share with you guys is that majorly, one of the content is that I want to do like what I'm doing right now, chat and ask. So I'm thinking I wanted to do this weekly chat and ask. If you want to just talk to me, or if you want to ask me questions, I could do it as a weekly thing. So yeah, I could do this like a weekly thing. So for like every Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in your world, I could see doing this as a weekly thing. You can talk to me, or you can ask me questions. So yeah, I could do that. But other content I could share with you is that most of the content I will be doing is video game streaming. Sometimes it'll be, so you'll see me play single player games, multiplayer games, indie games, independent games. Let's see. I could also, like I said, I also wish to do collabs with other virtual YouTubers. I mean, there are certain, not like, you know, big time VTubers, because it's kind of impossible, because I'm not really at that level yet. But I am aware of other 21st century VTubers, the ones which are famous, like, you know, Project Melody, Iron Mouse, Little Mousey. There's also those from Hololive, like Corone. There is Gura, the little shark girl, cute. So yeah, I'm also, like I said, also willing to do collabs with other VTubers. So if anything, I'd be willing to do so. So yeah. And anyways, that's not all I want to provide content. So in case you guys are I also want to do something, like I want to do some singing streams. Like I want to I don't know if you guys I haven't told you guys before, but I've been doing some singing practice in the meantime. So I want to do some singing some 21st century songs, maybe even some 20th century songs. These classic songs from the 80s, 40s, 70s, you name it. But yeah, and I was thinking of another content that I want to do, which I like to call watch-alongs. So like, you know, watch YouTube videos, meme videos, viral videos, or anything. But I'm sort of cautious on that because of, you know, 21st century laws and the current laws of, you know, fair use. So I may not be able to do the watch-alongs, but the video gamings, chatting and streaming and singing, those I can do. Yeah, those I can do. I can do singing, I can play video games for you guys, I can sing for you guys, play video games for you guys. I can chat and ask questions for you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Am I good at singing? Am I good at singing? Let's see if let me just do something a little bit here. So let's see. Let's see, I could sing you a little bit of an excerpt for one of the songs, one of the 21st century songs. Guess, I want you guys to guess, which song I'm singing. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I wanted that away. Sorry, need to change the pitch here. Oh, yeah. It's not just NSYNC. There's a lot of 20th century, 21st century artists, recording artists out there. You know, like the classic Michael Jackson. There's also Kenny Loggins, Kenny Rogers. let's see. There's 20th Century. There's the Backstreet Boys. There is NSYNC. That song, by the way, is a song by the Backstreet Boys, not NSYNC. It's kind of a misconception, though, but no worries. I am familiar with various recording artists from the 20th century and the early years of the 21st century. You know, there's several songs. Yeah, I like those people. They're really great. I'm not gonna lie, they're really great. And it's not just the lyrics. The music which accompanies them. That's really something. I mean, that's really incredible. I mean, those guys have a lot to contribute throughout. They have a lot of musical contributions, and I respect them for it. And they're really good. So, yeah. So yes, I really admire them, and I also want to improve my singing ability. Missing boy bands. Oh, cheer up! I believe that I believe that one of the boy bands, One Direction, is still kicking where you are at. Where I am, there is a multitude of singers. There are a multitude of singers, including boy bands and girl bands. So, yeah, there's a lot of them. Excuse me for a moment while I clear my throat a bit. Okay. There. Sorry, sorry about that. So yeah, once again, Aruchi, cheer up. There's still One Direction. One Direction is still out there. Oh yeah, and speaking of musical artists, it's not just those from of American origin. There's also some songs like you know, there's K-pop songs like, you know, Psy. I still like Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. Da 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 da. Gangnam Style. Oh. Oh, so in a million years where I am, people have begun to appreciate music from the 20th century and the 21st century. They begun to appreciate a lot of those music from any time prior to the 21st century, actually prior to the 22nd century, because they love, because people like them because it's basically their roots. Humanity likes those because it's basically their roots, and they love that music. And it's not just music from the United States. There's also singers from the UK. There's also K-pop music. There's also Japanese music. Any of you video gamers or anime watchers would know. There are also a lot of Bollywood music as well, Hindi music, and even some from the Middle East and so on and so forth. A lot of different music, and people have begun to appreciate them. What happens to music in the 22nd century, you ask? I could tell you, but it'd be spoilers if I did. I mean, I know what happens to music in the 22nd century, but it'd be spoilers. I can't tell you that. I mean, it's basically just spoiling you guys for the 22nd century. Although, I will say one thing. Be aware of a lot of electronic music. I'm not going to tell you what type of genre of it is, but I can tell you. Expect a huge loads of electronic music. A lot of synthesizers, a lot of dubstep and all. A lot of mixture of electronic music with electric guitars and some orchestra music, like you know, percussion, trumpets, violins, electric guitars, synthesizers, a lot, and like a lot. I mean, all genres continue to strive, like classical music, like R&B, there's pop music, there's rap music, there's rock music, country. Now, country, on the other hand, is being threatened to extinction by the 22nd century. Oops! Oh no, I forgot. I shouldn't tell you guys. But yeah, so yeah, country music may be threatened with extinction, but it's basically on life support. It's like an endangered species. So it's like an endangered species. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have blurted out. But just to be clear, country music in the 22nd century is basically been put on life. It's basically on life support. But it's not the end of country music. I mean, country music unfortunately did exist in between the 22nd century and 1 million years into the future. But by the time where I am right now, 1 million years into the future, it has come back. It has seen a resurgence. It is back from extinction. I mean, seriously, once a species is extinct, they're gone forever. Gone forever. They're gone forever. But for some reason, they somehow made a comeback. And apparently it spawned a new generation of country music listeners. But in case you're wondering, I'm not much of a fan of country music, although I do know someone who is a huge fan of country music. I know someone who is a huge fan of country music. That whenever he hears country music, he will always he will always wear a cowboy hat and will be doing all these cowboy dances. Okay, so this friend of mine, I have this friend of mine, but he is from a different universe entirely. So where I'm from, there is a one universe. So where I'm from, we not only live in galaxies, but there's also different universes, like different time periods and different settings. So I'm some impressive networking. Yeah, this is what you get when you're in 1 million years to the future, because technology at this point, like I said, it has advanced, because it's not like technology has advanced in 1 century or 1 millennia. No, it's 1 million years. It's millions of years. It's technology that has advanced for millions and millions of for thousands and thousands of years. And in the million years into the future, technology has really expanded, highly expanded. Anyways, so as I was saying, there are different universes. So we all belong to what is known as a supercluster. So a supercluster basically means it's a collection of universes, and each universe, a universe by itself, is extremely large, like bigger than you and I. Like there's like expanding. There's a planet, then there's a solar system, then there's small clusters, then there's small clusters in the galaxy, then there's a galaxy, and then beyond that is like a cluster of galaxies together makes up a universe. A cluster of galaxies together make up a universe. And I belong to, and so I live in one universe, but thanks to further talkings with the Titans, I found out that surrounding our universe is there 4 other universes. Like our universe is basically our prime universe, our true universe, our prime universe. There are 4 other universes though. One of the universes is basically a copy of our universe, but it's different and it's more oriented to the 21st century, 22nd century style living. What makes yours a true one? See, here's the thing. I'm from a different universe. I'm from a different supercluster. Yours, on the other hand, is from a different supercluster, which apparently The Titans refer to your universe, which is the real world called Supercluster Delta, and apparently, Supercluster Delta is your universe, and technically, I am broadcasting for 1 million years to the future. Delta, no, Alpha, no, here's the thing about the Greek alphabet. Alpha is basically the first in the Greek alphabet. Then there's Beta, which is second. Then there's Gamma, which is third. And Delta is four. So technically, the real world where you guys are living is in Supercluster Alpha. And I'm broadcasting you guys from 1 million years to the future because, well, technically there is a connection between my universe and my supercluster and your supercluster. So there's a technical connection. There's too much, there is too much there is actually too much to divulge, and it might make your head explode. So I just want to leave it at that. So I just want to leave it at that. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, there's a one universe is a copy of of my universe. It's just that it's more oriented to the 21st century. The other universe is there's another universe. The second universe of the four is basically inspired by the Marvel and DC films. It's basically a universe which was inspired by the Marvel and the DC comics, those you have read over the years. So it has a variety of heroes, villains, a lot of technology and artifacts. It's basically loads and loads of science fiction content. So another universe, the universe was inspired by No. This second universe, which I just described, was inspired by comic books. And it's not just comic books, but even movies and TV shows. So, anyways, the third universe is basically inspired by the 1980s nostalgia, by the 1980s pop culture. Like, it has a load of futuristic technology. So it's basically looks like futuristic technology, but is designed with the 1980s and the 1990s aesthetics. So think of it like Star Wars or Blade Runner. Yeah, think of it like that. Star Wars or Blade Runner, like civilizations and the aesthetic of it all. And you're gonna love this one. The fourth universe is actually a gateway to other fictional universes, the ones that you see in comic books, TV shows, the characters in the comic books, TV shows, movies, video games, and even anime. That universe is sort of like, you want to know what happens to the characters in between seasons and in between video games and movies? They head to this universe. So where I am, yes, those are actually real, but unfortunately for you guys in Supercluster Delta, in Supercluster Alpha, because where you guys in Supercluster Alpha, that can't actually happen because you're in the real world, and we have there is a good reason as to why we don't contact each other, that we don't communicate and be in your world. See, we don't want to see. We have a good reason, because the thing is that these characters stay in the world. They're not meant to explore or reside in the real world, and doing so would cause a continuity breakdown. It would let's just say it would be bad for both worlds. So we can't risk a continuity break between the real world and the fictional worlds. So the fourth universe, like I said, it acts as more like a rest area or a hub area for those to stay and reside in. So yeah, so so where I'm from, it does actually exist. And yes, in case you're wondering, yes, I am a sucker for crossovers. I'm really am a sucker for crossovers. Imagine the so many characters that you have seen in movies, video games, TV shows, and all would ultimately just jumble all together and interact with one another. That would be so awesome. I mean, it would have everybody's everybody get chills and goosebumps. I mean, that would be really awesome, you know, interacting with characters, interacting from one another, even if it's not related, even if the series aren't related to one another, they still talk to each other. I mean, that's really awesome. And yes, they continue to, and yes, they exist. They exist and thrive. That is a really huge feeling, a really wondrous feeling. I'm not gonna lie, it's really awesome. Wow, that's a lot of information. That's a lot of information. So yeah, if any of you if you start to develop headaches, please let me know. I'll try to. Oh, I'm glad to see that you have learned a lot. See, but here's the thing. It does happen. These universes, the world which I live in, this actually happens later on in the. It would actually happen. It would somewhat happen later in the near future. It may happen. It might happen. I mean, it happened in my universe, so it may happen in where I am. So there's no reason why it shouldn't happen in yours. And besides, with technology advancing and with a lot of technology, a lot of phenomena and events, you never know what the future may hold for you guys. I mean, seriously, you guys got started. This is a new beginning. In the 21st century for you guys is a new beginning. And you guys should cherish your lives some more and explore and take upon various opportunities. Take new opportunities, like explore or try out some new technologies, something that would benefit humanity as a whole. Wow. Whew, that's a lot. Yeah, all this talking is making my throat wear out. Just let me take some deep breaths here, in and out, before I can continue. Just need to catch my breath. Inner peace, inner peace. Oh, so that's all of your questions for now? All right, I see. So if that's all there is to it, I'm thinking I'm gonna put I'm gonna say that's all for today. For those of you guys who did watch, I want to thank you guys for being part of my stream, and thank you guys for watching this stream. And I'll try to make this a weekly thing. Chat and ask chat and ask. I'll do this as a weekly thing. So chat and ask every Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll try to do that for like once every week for you guys. So once again, if you have any more questions, or if you just like to talk to me, feel free to let me know. Feel free to do so, actually. And if you guys want to see I'll be sure to start, playing video games, doing some video game streams tomorrow. I'll be doing some video game streams tomorrow. I might do some singing streams later on this week, so stay tuned for that. And if you like it, be sure to follow me. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Reddit. You can even follow me on YouTube as well. And you can follow me on Twitch as well if you're really interested, if you really want to look forward to seeing new content. I know I may be like a late bloomer, but I really want to provide content to you guys because, well, I want to start something new, like a new hobby, because aside from doing my streams, I am technically I am basically a crown prince. I am the crown prince of my kingdom, and my current duties is basically ruling over the kingdom, overseeing and everything and all. But yeah, otherwise I do video game streams and all. So I do streaming content. I like to provide content to you guys, and I think you guys in the 21st century show a lot of promise. And so that'll be all. That'll be all for today, guys. Stay tuned for more streams. Stay tuned for more streams. Until then, your prince bids you all adieu. And I will see you guys next time.